So guys, I got it. So, hello everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. My phone did not want to live screen the proper way. Y'all probably see that light right there. I'm gonna fix y'all. Don't worry. For some reason, it did not want to work properly with me. You probably can see a lot more, but it's okay. Yes. Okay. And this is in the moment now. I don't know why I said I'm live right here. So I'm gonna go into the control room because we're live. And then we should be good. And we are perfect. And we should be good. And we were having problems. Always having problems. I had that live screen planned and everything, and it did not want to work properly. All right. So, should we do a disclaimer? Is this a disclaimer video? I don't really mind y'all see the light, but it's pretty great. As I'm fixing it. Perfect. All right. So, good afternoon once again. As you can see, they are about to sign the One Big Beautiful Bill. Of course, we're early because we're supposed to be early and on time. And we had some little difficulties, so it worked out perfect, right? They supposed to sign the bill at 5 o'clock, so that gives us time just to see what's going on, and everybody is jazzing up, I would say, and a lot of social media posts by a good friend, Mr. Trump. So we will see. And I just think it's good to acknowledge what's going on right now, because we always need to acknowledge what's going on in history so we can navigate the future. As far as like how it's going to impact higher ed, which is one of the topics, the future of higher ed and where it's going to stand. So, but it's funny that I did have an idea that he was going to do a ceremony, like a big ceremony. I think everybody knew that. If we know Trump at this point, he does big ceremonies about things. So they haven't started broadcasting yet. And I couldn't find many outlets that were going to broadcast it, which is interesting. So as we wait and build a conversation with one another, right? I think it is interesting to talk about that it got passed. And a lot of people don't like that it got passed, but it's okay that, because just because one, as I like to say, one door closes, another one opens. That is true. Because it's not the end. It's always a way around everything. But most people don't believe that. Most people think it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end. So, let's wait. Because I have this channel. But like I said, nothing's going on right now. We are early. Yep. I do wonder. I don't know if we want to get a copyright strike though, because they're going to be. So I can't show y'all the actual video. Y'all can just listen to the sound of it. I'm just rocking this screen. Y'all can listen to the sound, but then that's when we can start really like getting into things. You see my light? That's the angle right there. Watch. Higher ed. And then we had found out some news yesterday. North Carolina, they actually did something most people would agree with. Like, it's about not needing a degree pretty much to get state jobs, I think, in North Carolina. It's a little interesting, right? Mm-hmm. And surf until we see and see the signing. What if this signing is like really short? What if it's only like 30 seconds. They make a big deal out of it because he did that before. He has done that before. Big news, short response. It's good that you're whispering, my background people. It's good that you're whispering. Very good. Very good. We got people in the background with us, guys. They have to protect themselves because they have future goals and things, so they don't need to show their faces, you know. They're whispering. It's hilarious. So as we wait, it's a lot of posts on X going on right now about 4th of July. It's a lot of posts going on. For my people out there, if they join this live stream, they see this, they're probably gonna be mad at me for having this up right here, right now. They'll be like, "What is he doing? Why he got this up?" Especially if you got me on silent. They'll be like, "Why you got that book?" Yeah. So let me tell you guys, I read. I read, and why not read about somebody, especially, you know, who is your president, right? And I think sometimes we forget that they have books out. That's my bookmark. Let me close that out or shoot that down. As we wait on some results, it's 4:43, and we're waiting for the signing. It's a big deal. Guys, I'm really scared they're gonna shut us down for copyright. Because like technically, you know, we're nonpartisan. It's just you have to talk about these things. And I was going through the one big beautiful bill actually. I was going through it, and when I went through the one big beautiful bill, to be honest, guys, when I went through it, a lot of the things are in there about closing down the shutting down and taking away the grad plus loans, student plus grad loans, something like that, right? But I'm gonna actually go back to it. Let me go see. 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 Where is it? And my background people, if you do hear them, I'm sorry. Because Linda did a post on social media while we wait. Might as well get some time, right? And feel free to come back at 5 o'clock. Like that video, I'm not sure what we'll be at. And why does it say I have one? I'll tell you. It's funny sometimes. And you know, I have to change it. all those posts because that one, in fact, doesn't work no more because it was acting funny. That link, I had to replace the link, and I can't even change it on it. Can't even change it. I'll delete it. Let me just delete it because it was acting funny on us for some reason. But we're used to it. We're used to things not acting right for us when we need to start it. That's just part of technology. As I go to my bookmark. So Linda said yesterday, she had said success. Not only does the OBB, which is the One Big Beautiful Bill, include historic tax cuts and cost savings for American families, the bill also includes massive expansion in school choice, adds accountability measures for higher ed institutions, reduces federal student loan borrowing amounts to help curb rising tuition costs. She said reduces federal student loan borrowing. And as we talk about, I feel like borrowing too much federal student loan money is not even good, you know. We at 4:45 p.m., 4:45 p.m. if you fast forward the video, because we are 11 minutes in. I think we started too early, guys. I think we started too early. Why? Because they're not even showing the setup. I don't see nobody even lining up. Now, if it was any other time the live screen, they would have been jazzed up, right? They would have had it showing, previews, setting up, everything. But, you know how that goes, right? And so, Linda also, come on, guys, take me back to it. And also, she said, simplify the overly complex student loan repayment system. They plan to simplify. This is what they claim the one big beautiful bill will do for higher ed. And then they said, expand Pell Grants to short-term workforce programs. I had to get more scoop on that because they say short-term workforce programs, but actually, I don't think you could use Pell before. I don't think about it because remember I did welding, as I always say, I did certified manufacturing. I don't think I got to use Pell, but using Pell for short-term workforce programs got me thinking like, could that waste your money if you already going for short-term workforce program? You don't really need it for your education going for like a bachelor. So, but Linda posted that she said it's a truly beautiful bill for the American people. Congratulations. So that had got a lot of views. And so as we wait, and then we're gonna see it's 4:47. Ooh, I feel like it's taking forever. It's taking forever. What I'm gonna do in this meantime while we're live streaming, I'm gonna read. What y'all do some while we watching, while we waiting. I got the link, y'all. I got the link. 448. The one big beautiful bill is gonna get signed. A lot of people don't like that though. Don't take it personal, guys. We're gonna find solutions to this. It's not the end. If you see this and you see me with this book, I read this book. I did. I truly did. And it does not mean you can't study and read books. Don't take it that way. Don't take it that way. Nonpartisan. You can learn a lot from reading. They do say. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. As we watch and wait. Remember, fast forward. 14 minutes in, fast forward. Do not sit here and watch me in silence. Fast forward. see this work, guys. Let's try this. Because it should take it out. It didn't. Wowza. You're being complicated. See, that's one thing about technology. They never give you backup plans. Like, what if this doesn't work? Look, I already know what it's going to do. Exactly. It is exactly that. It's not there no more. So this is what we could do. We will repost this and close that out. Because we can delete things. I'm so upset, guys. Because it just won't turn my screen. Just because one screen did not turn made it so hard. Made it so hard because the screen did not want to turn. That made it difficult. As we wait, it's 4:51. They're supposed to be doing the signing. If you see this, please do not take it literal. This is just a book to get your attention. This is just a book to get your attention. But I did read it. And they're supposed to go live at 5 o'clock. Nah, they don't do this sign at 5 o'clock. I'm going to be upset. I checked multiple sources. They said they're supposed to go live at 5 o'clock. They said supposed to go live. And he is good also for saying things within the ceremony. When he's doing something, he's good at acknowledging other things. Oh, that's why we can do that. That's why. Let me see. I'm not saying all Let me see. I don't see it. Alright, guess I'm gonna post this again. 4:52. 8 minutes. 8 minutes to the signing. Oh, geez. You the last person I expected to be here. You're the last person I expected to be here with us on 4th of July. As we wait for the ceremony. As we wait. Let's see. That's one thing. Won't be here long. Saw you was live. Yeah. We trying to see if he actually, they supposed to do not live stream. They are supposed to do a live stream at 5 p.m. signing the bill. I just want to catch it and see if it's official. We know it got passed, but hey, you never know. Something might happen. You never know. And we just want to cover it. Happy 4th. I appreciate that. Happy 4th to you too. Because we're going to have some things. That looks crazy. I can change it after the live stream, though. I can change it after. Most certainly can. Let's see. Are they showing anything at least right now? Talking about anything? Still talking about Elon. It's always Elon. Everybody always talking about Elon. Elon always making his way into conversations for headlines. Let's see. All right, G. Appreciate you stopping by for a quick bit. Nothing crazy. Not our everyday. Happy 4th, Alex Marie. we at? 4:54. 4:54. Still not seeing nothing yet, guys. What if they misled us? They said 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Is something funny, guys? Trying. Oh, this must be it right here. Let's see. That music, though, that can get you a copyright strike real quick. That music right there, that's a traditional sound. But it's people in Washington, D.C., guys. They are waiting. They are waiting. And we have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Please feel free to fast forward this video. Fast forward this video. Even if you play this video, feel free to fast forward it if you play it. Their chat is going crazy though. They have a crazy chat. Their chat is crazy. In a good way. It's very live supportive. Oh wow, they're on the front line. Oh. They're on the front line for the signing. Is they still playing music? They're still playing music. We do not want a copyright strike. I want them to cut the music when he comes out. Yeah, they let people on the front line. Wow. So he is gonna sign it. Is it crazy that we figured he was gonna sign it, like and subscribe? We figured he was gonna sign, but not sign it, but we knew he was gonna sign it because he put this together. But it's funny that we knew he was gonna do a big ceremony. Like, does that not surprise anybody that they're doing a big ceremony for the big signing? Does that not surprise anybody? It's a ceremony. Like they knew it was gonna get done in advance. That fast. They just put it together in May. May. Oh, Curtis Walker. Curtis Walker. Thought he'll find it cooler to sign the bill when the fireworks go off at night. The same time they made this sad bill. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We got 1 minute left to the signing. 1 minute. 1 minute. And they are on the front line in Washington, D.C. I do see their security on the roof, though. That's crazy. I can see them on the roof right here. This is not Independence Day. This is Dependent Day. Oh, Alice Marie, you feeling salty, ain't you? Tell me how you really feel. Keep it coming. All right, they stopped the music. It sound like he's supposed to be coming out. They start stuff on time. That's usually how it goes. You're supposed to start stuff on time when you work in these type of environments. Come on. We here.
All right, so it's 5 o'clock Eastern time right now
get
as the military picnic there will be taking place.
Y'all can hear it pretty good.
As we await President Trump and the First Lady, Melania Trump. So going to be quite the event there.
If the video stopped, guys, that lets you know. But I don't think they big enough to do that.
From the Marine Band, if you've ever gotten a chance to actually see this is pretty awesome stuff because I believe it's not too far from the White House there. You can actually go and watch the U.S. Marine Band. And they are awesome, and it's a really cool event there. They do all sorts of cool things there at that event. So great to see the Marine Band there outside the White House as you're looking live. Various vantage points, of course, of the 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And again, I believe that the U.S. Air Force, some of the jets will be flying right over during this military picnic. This is going to be a military family picnic that just is kicking off right now as we're standing by for the leader of the free world, the Commander-in-Chief himself, President Trump, and his wife, the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump. So this is going to be great to watch, and I know that a lot of you are watching right now on various sites right now, so hello to you. Thanks so much for streaming with us here on Right Side. And, you know, once today is wrapped up, and when we see even tonight at, it's now 8 o'clock Eastern that will be live for the firework display. The President will be in attendance there outside the White House with the First Lady. You know, we look into the weekend, right? Saturday and Sunday, and if there's no breaking news, then, you know, hopefully it'll be just a nice weekend. But as soon as Monday rolls around, our cameras keep on going. We have the fact that the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, will be at the White House on Monday. So we'll have live coverage of that. Robert McNeely will be in studio for that on Monday. I'll return to the studio on Tuesday morning. And just, you know, sometimes we see that there's a press briefing from Carolyn Levitt, or if there's an executive order signing at the Oval Office, or if there's a press conference with the State Department or the Department of Defense, and just really following the news that's coming out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and any other stories that are out there that we monitor here at the network, including just the other day, that was awesome to see President Trump down in Florida at Alligator Alcatraz as he was touring that new facility for criminal illegal aliens when it comes to housing, processing, and deporting those criminal illegal aliens. There's an airport right next to the facility. And then just the other week in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, a shout out to those of you from West Virginia and Oklahoma. I'll give you a reason why there's a shout out there in a second. But in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, a new Customs Border Protection agent training facility. So we see that this administration and the Department of Homeland Security very serious about sealing the border and the mass deportation operation. And though the people on the left may, cry foul, there's no foul being had. This is something that, just like if any of us traveled to another country, you'd have to have either a visa or a passport, both. How long are you going to be here, that kind of thing. You can't just come into a country without having the proper documents. It's just the way it is. It's great to see legal immigrants.
All right, guys. As we keep waiting, because they haven't started on time with no punctualness. Background noise. We're live streaming. But feel free if you want to come on camera.
Not camera person.
Got people in the background correcting my grammar.
No, she said it wrong. You were right.
We're going to call them the secret voices.
Yeah, secret voices say, we saw this.
We gotta save you for the future. We can't show you.
I know it's tough because you look at places like
It still hasn't came out. It's 5:05. They said 5 o'clock. The people are out there. It looks hot. Well, it's DC. I would think it's pretty cool, but it does look pretty hot out there though.
Don't need to rush.
And we're watching, and we're waiting, and we're watching, and we're waiting. Guys, this feel like it has been the longest wait of my life. And we have not seen the signing yet. Is the bill really passed? The one big beautiful bill that everybody has been talking about. Maybe they're patrolling. Maybe they're trying to make sure everything is okay. Everything is safe, right? As we watch, wait. That could be. Could be. Kiss my face. Face healing. Slowly. Five or six. Minute by minute feels like an hour. If we would have known we would have started at 5:15. No signing. Just people on the front line. As they said on here, who's covering it? It's called Right Side Broadcasting. They the ones that are covering it. They must got special privileges because they're like the only ones covering it. I don't see nobody else covering it. They got a good position right there too. He must about to come out seeing that guy take position. He must about to come out. I'm talking about they're just staring up there too. Like they keep advertising this miracle cream. Kind of miracle creams. Kind of weird as we wait. This is the time where we pass time, guys. They actually passed that bill though. That bill didn't stay in the house for 2 days. That bill was in the house for what? It went back to the house for like a day.
Yeah.
It didn't even stay in the house that long. Nonpartisan, man. We nonpartisan. We always want you to express your.
It is partisan.
We always want you. We want you to express your true meanings as we wait. Please feel free to fast forward because eventually he will come out and sign this bill into law that we haven't seen yet. At least I know I'm not. At least I know I wasn't late. I was a little late due to technical difficulties, but this is really late. They should have been starting, like, it should have been so on time that when I was starting just a little late, like a minute late, I should have missed something. But we haven't missed nothing. As we wait. Still waiting, guys. Yeah, still waiting. We're waiting. Being in Washington, D.C., you must get access to all the White House stuff if you want to go. I wonder how that works. Is he coming out? See somebody recording with their phone. Nope. Everybody's just looking. He was on his front line. They got 3 cameras up, though. I wonder how they swing that deal. We're just watching. We're just waiting. Imagine that people do this on live streams all the time. They just sit here and don't say nothing. They just wait on stuff because they don't come prepared. Like, we are like, and we plan on talking about stuff. I just hope people can skim through this whole video. Like, please fast forward. But it's 5:10. They have not signed anything yet. And we're just waiting for them to start signing. They haven't signed anything yet. As we wait. They're just sitting on the front line. It's gonna be like, I don't know how to describe it, but we are waiting. I think they're getting disengaged themselves. They were like eyes big like mine right now. Their eyes are like that, but now they just like, alright, it's 5:10 because they're on Eastern time zone. Where's everybody? We haven't seen anything yet. And I gotta make sure I write this down when they actually start, so you can know where to go to in the video. That camera froze. You right. To sign. We're not seeing anything yet. They'll come out. They were supposed to come to these people at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. It's 5:12. I look very unprofessional right now. I look very unprofessional right now. I look very unprofessional right now. Somebody's happy. Waiting, watching. No, I did not know that, Mr. Curtis Walker. Like and subscribe too. Like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe too. Like this video, even though we have not talked about anything because we're waiting on them to start doing the signing of the bill, which was supposed to be 15 minutes ago. But I look like the bad guy, right? Yes. Because I'm sitting here waiting. This is a pivotal moment in history, guys. Why we just have to, we still have to, acknowledge it, because it doesn't stop what we're doing about getting a debt-free degree. It doesn't stop that. If anything, I feel like it's going to help that, because you need to start the 2-year. Because I do believe strongly that tuition prices are going to rise once this bill comes into law. So I feel like it's going to rise up a lot, rise that tuition per credit hour. But we'll see. Day by day, there's going to be other laws coming into place, over time. So but definitely it's gonna hit higher education really. I thought it was gonna hit them pretty hard, harder than they thought with the taxes. They got to do, I believe the endowment tax stayed in there. They're gonna get taxed pretty hard. So, where's my screen? See my screen right here? So, as we keep watching and waiting, I just want to see the sign. Then I can talk about a few things, and then we gone. Then we are gone. And I'm going to put it in the description when the video and the signing actually started. As we wait. Oh, what? We got some? We got some? Do I see something? Do I see something? Is that him? Is that somebody? I see some phones coming out. Is he coming out?
Of course, just X or on Truth Social, Carolyn Levitt's account. That just happened just a minute ago. It's a picture actually of her holding the big, beautiful bill. So it's ready for signature. It's happening. We're going to see it here together on Right Side Broadcasting Network.
Yeah, that's the name,
meantime,
Right Side
Broadcasting
Broadcasting Network.
Truth
That we're
Social post
watching
from
it.
President Trump.
I think they're the only ones that. I think they're the only ones that got seats or cameras on the White House grass. Cause they got their phones out. He's coming. They're coming.
The President of the United States and First Lady Melania Trump.
I thought they would come. I heard them phones.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and First Lady Melania Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, Master Gunnery Sergeant Kevin Benier, accompanied by the President's own United States Marine Band, will now honor America with the singing of our national anthem, followed by a flyover consisting of a B-2 Spirit bomber from Whiteman Air Force Base, escorted by 2 F-35 fighters in honor of all our military personnel who participated in Operation Midnight Hammer and who are currently serving both home and abroad, protecting our nation's freedom.
I don't know. I'm talking out here.
At the twilight's last
I'll tell y'all off.
Still there, oh, say the
They're just sitting here right now. They're just sitting here. After the jets and the B-2 went over the White House. So I think it's a moment of silence.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States
She
and First
definitely-
Lady Melania
She
Trump.
definitely just told him when to go up there to talk on that stage. They both was looking like, do I go?
Well, thank you very much, and that is some sight, especially after what happened just a week ago. When you look at that big, beautiful plane, and the other ones were something. It was an incredible mission, and I think I can say very proudly, and I don't have to quote the polls, that our country is more proud right now than it's been in many, many years. We have pride, we have dignity, we have something that's happened miraculously so fast. You know that our military now is the most sought after job there's ever been, serving in our military. 1 year ago, people didn't want to join our military. They didn't want to join our police or firefighters. They didn't want to join anything having to do with our country. And now, as you probably know, the enlistment is at an all-time record. We're packed. We're full. And I just think that's so important because that was so sad 1 year ago when I heard those statistics. We had a different president, but nobody wanted to join. And now we're at a record. And I will say that I just left NATO, where we had a tremendous experience. They've agreed to put up over $1 trillion a year. They went from less than 2% to 5%, and nobody thought that was possible. And they told me very strongly, the leaders of a big part of the world, respected people all, they told me that, 1 year ago, your country was dead, and now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. So that's the way it is, and that's the way we like it. And it's only going to get hotter. I promise you that. After that spectacular display of American power, let me just say that God bless the United States military and God bless the USA. God bless. And to all Americans, I want to wish you a very happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July. This is going to be something special. This spirit in this country, we haven't seen anything like it in many, many years and decades. Let me also express our gratitude to our magnificent First Lady. She worked very hard to make this all work. And we have a fireworks display about 9 o'clock tonight. I hope you're all going to be around and watch it. I know our congressmen and our senators who are standing right here, so many of them, they did such a great job. They're going to be here. I guarantee you, they're not leaving. They're not leaving. Thanks as well to the National Park Service, the USO, and countless friends and distinguished guests. We have so many people in the audience that have so much to do with the success of our country. We've, I think, had probably the most successful almost 6 months as a president and the presidency. I think they're saying it was the best 6 months, and I know for a fact they're saying the last 2 weeks there has never been anything like it as far as winning. So as you know, 2 weeks ago, our incredible Air Force pilots conducted one of the most successful military strikes in all of history, Operation Midnight Hammer, and that's exactly what it was. It was a hammer. This evening, we're honored to be joined by 150 airmen and their families from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, home of the B-2 bomber. And we've kept them a little bit on guard. We kept them a little bit, let's be a little bit quiet about it. But if you want to raise your hand very quickly, raise your hand, because you people are just incredible. They don't want to be in disguise. You know, they say, we don't have to do that. They're looking at us like we're a bunch of babies. We don't have to be in disguise. We saw all those hands go up. Thank you very much. We owe you everything. Great job. Incredible. Just flawless. One of the most flawless military campaigns in the history of our country. If you remember years ago, they had helicopters crashing into each other. It was a disaster. The hostages in Iraq. And we had just the opposite. We didn't have any crashes. We didn't lose any planes. We didn't lose anybody. Those beautiful planes that you saw were totally stealth. They flew right over the center of a very hostile country, and they never even saw it coming. And then they said, skedaddle. They dropped the bombs. They said, skedaddle. And that big sucker turned over like this on its side, and it got out of there. Well, I'll tell you what, how they do that, but they can do it. I asked our great General Kane, how do they do that? Do they really love doing that? Look at them, they're all laughing. And they said, do they really like doing it, sir? They can't wait. Better you than me. That's all I can say. It was a flawless mission. Every single bomb hit, and it was total obliteration. Total obliteration. Now, even the fake news is admitting that. They hated to admit it, but they had no choice. That was an incredible thing, and these heroic pilots showed our enemies what it means to fly, fight, and win. To every service member who supported that mission, and we have many of them here. We've made you we've made you proud by supporting, but you've made us even prouder by having the courage to get in those gorgeous machines and fly through the roughest airspace anywhere in the world. And we salute you, and we honor you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. And we're also honored and delighted to be joined by hundreds of service members and military families. Those families are the best we have, from all across the U.S. Armed Forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Space Force. I love the Space Force. You know why? Because we're the ones that did it. It turned out to be a very invaluable force, actually. The Coast Guard and the Marines are incredible people. On behalf of our entire nation, this 4th of July, we thank you for keeping America safe, strong, sovereign, and free. Thank you very much for being here. Great honor. And stick around for the fireworks. And our country's had so much to celebrate this Independence Day as we enter our 249th year. America's winning like never before. I'll tell you, we're in a category now that's where we've wanted to be for a long time. We suffered with 4 horrible years of embarrassment. Afghanistan may be the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. We're never going to let a thing like that happen again. Trillions of dollars are pouring into the United States for investment purposes. Almost $15 trillion. There's never been anything like it. There's never been anything even close. The stock market's at an all-time high. Jobs are at an all-time high. Everything's at an all-time high. And we're going to keep it that way. We have the greatest country in the world, and we're back. We're back like nobody thought possible this quickly. I thought it would take maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe even 3. And we did it in less than 6 months. We are back and strong. We've restored American strength and deterrence on the world stage. We're respected again. The world is respecting us again. When we did NATO, those leaders came up to me and they said, you know what, we're going to go to a new level of spending because you're requesting it, sir. They didn't talk to your last president like that, I can tell you. They didn't spend any money. They didn't spend anything. In a few moments, we're going to make official the greatest victory yet when I signed the one big, beautiful bill. And before I start, I want to tell you that I've never seen people so happy in our country because of that. Because so many different groups of people are being taken care of, the military and civilians of all types, jobs of all types. We're adding things like the biggest tax cut in the history of our country, child tax credits. So many things are being added that we wouldn't even have time to discuss them. When we were doing it, John Thune and Mike Johnson right there. I see Mike. What a job they've done. What a job they've done. But you know, it was supposed to be in 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 different bills. And I was on one of the fake news shows and I said, let's do it in one beautiful, we want one big, beautiful bill. I said that to this newscaster, and I think a lot of the congressmen and senators were watching, and they said, let's name the bill that, the one big, beautiful bill. And that's what we did, and what we've done is put everything into one bill. It's never happened before. It's the biggest bill of its type in history. We've never had anything like that before. Nothing like that they thought would be possible to get passed. And actually, I liked it because we had so much in there that no matter who you are, there was something in that bill that would make your congressman or your senator or your congresswoman, much more importantly, raise their hand and support, right, Lisa? So that was something, and it was really something special. So the American people gave us a historic mandate in November. We won everything. We won the swing states, all 7 swing states. We won every one. That rarely happens. We won the popular vote. We won the districts, 2,750 to 505. That's why when you look at a map, it's all red, a little blue on each end, but it's all red. And by the way, red means Republican, just in case. But we made promises, and it's really promises made, promises kept, and we've kept them. This is a triumph of democracy on the birthday of democracy, and I have to say that the people are happy. They're happy. And I listened to a broadcast, and I read a couple of articles. They have the Democrats, they should have voted for it. They didn't vote for tax cuts. They didn't vote for taking care of people. They didn't vote, not one vote. And we knew that because their hatred of either the country or me or both is so great. They didn't vote at all, and it's terrible. But I just have to say, they have a routine. It's terrible, they say. Terrible, terrible. You saw that guy standing up for hours yesterday. He didn't know what he was even doing there. I say, when's he sitting down? He had a towel. He's wiping his face. That's not too elegant. But what is he? I said, what is he doing for so long? And he couldn't criticize the bill. He was criticizing everyone else and everything else. So they've developed, and this is according to the news media, they've developed a standard line, and we can't let them get away with it. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, everybody's going to die. It's actually just the opposite. Everybody's going to live. This is just the opposite. And I just want you to know, if you see anything negative put out by Democrats, it's all a con job. And they said, and they compared it to just like the con job of Russia, 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 and all of the other things they did. The 51 intelligence agents said, and the laptop from hell, it came from Russia, they said. No, it didn't come. A lot of things come from Russia. That didn't come from Russia. And it was all proven out to be a fake job, and that's what they're doing with this. So we just have to look forward, fellas, look forward and just say what it is, because it's the most popular bill ever signed in the history of our country. Whether you're military or anybody else, this is the most popular bill ever signed. And it includes the largest tax cut in American history, the largest spending cut, $1.7 trillion. And yet you won't even notice. It just waste, fraud, and abuse in American history. So you have the biggest tax cut, the biggest spending cut, the largest border security investment in American history. We want to have strong borders. And the only thing is, we want to have great elections, too. You need strong borders and elections. And my people have promised me that we're going to go into elections and we're going to make sure they're not rigged, that they're not sullied. We're going to make sure that the elections are going to be fair. You need 2 things. You need strong borders and you need fair elections. Now we're going to make sure on the elections also, and our armed forces are one of the most vital military modernizations of all time. It will take place. So we rebuilt our military in our first term. And now we're going to modernize and remodernize our military, including building a great golden dome all over our land, so that if they get nasty with us, it's going to be knocked down. It's going to make any of the golden domes, they call them the iron domes, we're calling ours the golden dome, because we did the iron domes, and we do sort of everything, if you want to know the truth, but this blows it away. We're going to keep you safe. I want to thank every member of the House and Senate who worked to get this bill on my desk, and many of them are here, and I'm not going to mention all their names because we'll be standing here, but I have to mention a few. And especially I want to thank Vice President J.D. Vance, who's been fantastic. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who's been incredible. We have somebody that it was a passion. I think he actually loved it. It wasn't easy, but he loved it. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, who's right here. Speaker, thank you very much. What a job, and he worked so closely with the Senate Majority Leader, John Thune, who's a fantastic guy. And those two are a team that is not going to be beat. When you look at them and you look at their counterparts on the other side, it's not even close. I want to thank both of you people for doing an incredible job. Thank you very much, John and Mike. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, a brave man. Steve, you know, he suffered a tragedy a number of years ago. I was at his hospital bedside that night with Melania, with our First Lady, and he had no chance. The doctor said he has very little chance, and you look better today than you did then. He didn't look particularly good that night, I will say. But I learned one thing, his beautiful wife loved him. She was a disaster. Right? I told him, I said, Steve, I can only tell you one thing. I was with your family and I was with your wife, and your wife was devastated. She loves you. I've seen a lot of wives that, they don't seem to be so concerned in those situations. But that's the kind of wife you don't want. But you have a great, beautiful wife who was really there, and you really have done. You're a very brave guy, and Mike and John and everybody that's standing with you knows it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. House Majority Whip, this is a guy who's great. When I have a problem, I call him up, and he gets it done. He's a tough cookie. I don't know why he's not the governor of Minnesota. He comes from Minnesota. He's like, well, look, he goes, no, I don't want to run for governor. You know, come to think of it, I think that's a good idea. You would win so easily. The guy is terrible. You would win. You just have to take a look at that handsome face of yours, and you'd win. Tom Emmer, everybody. He did a great job. I think you should consider that, although we don't want to lose him, do we? We don't want to. Let's say we are. I think say we are. What a job you did. And Senate Majority Whip John Barrasso, who's incredible. Senate Finance Chairman Mike Crapo. Thank you, Mike. What a job. What a job. He knows that tax stuff. Him and Jason, they really know their stuff. Senate Budget Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham. What a good man he is. I see a poll. He's running, and I see a poll. He's 24 points up. That's not bad, Lindsey. That's not bad. 24 points up in the great state of South Carolina. House Ways and Means Chairman Jason Smith. What a job. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. These people are great. These are great patriots. I have to call them out. House Budget Committee Chairman Jody Arrington. Jody, thank you very much. Jody has been good right from the beginning, and so many others, and they're all here, and they fully understand. They'll never speak to me again, but that's okay. It is what it is, but I just want to thank everybody. A lot of senators here, a lot of congressmen and women here. Lisa, thank you very much, by the way. I have to thank you. Thank you very much. You've been fantastic. So this bill will fuel massive economic growth and lift up the hardworking citizens who make this country run. The factory workers, farmers, mechanics, waiters, waitresses, police officers, firefighters, coal miners. Coal is back. Beautiful. I said you can't use the word coal unless you precede it by saying clean, beautiful coal. China's right now building 68 coal generating plants, and we're putting up wind. It doesn't work, I will tell you. Aside from ruining our fields and our valleys and killing all the birds, and being very weak and very expensive, all made in China. I noticed something, that with all of the windmills that China sends us, where we waste our money because it's the most expensive energy, I see that, they make about 95% of them, the wind turbines. I have never seen a wind farm in China. Why is that? Somebody check that out. Tom Emmer, would you please check that out? But all the coal miners we love and the truck drivers, in this act, we have officially made the Trump tax cuts permanent. That's the largest tax cut in the history of our country, added to substantial other cuts, which is you're going to see like a rocket ship. You know, we're setting all sorts of economic records right now, and that's before this kicks in. After this kicks in, our country is going to be a rocket ship economically, and we've delivered no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. And that's why when you hear things like that, this is the most it's the biggest bill of its kind ever done by far. But we are going to have a situation, we are going to have something where people are going to realize the level of success and popularity of this bill. And sort of to close it out, it makes the child tax credit permanent for 40 million American families. And to increase the car affordability, it makes interest on a new car payment. So this had never happened before. You buy a car, you borrow money, you're allowed to deduct for income tax purposes your payment of interest, you're allowed to deduct it. It's never happened before. So run out and buy a car. But I have to tell you, it's only good, Mike, if it's made in America. If it's made in another country, you don't get it. And to protect 2 million family farms and other small businesses, we're eliminating the estate tax or the death tax. So if you want to leave your farm or your small business, but farms are really, they have been devastated, to your children, if you love your children. By the way, if you don't love your children, don't even listen to what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. But if you love, when you live, yes, I think you love your child. This one loves Barron. So I don't know if we're a small business. I think we're not. I'm not sure. They had to go out and borrow money. And by the way, is that Pam Bondi? Pam Bondi, raise your hand. Thank you, Pam, for being here. Attorney General, she's done an incredible job. So there won't be any, think of this, there won't be any death tax. You're not going to have to go borrow money. Your parents pass away and the farm goes into the bank's hands and gets foreclosed. That's not going to happen. And with 100% expensing for new investments, we're cutting taxes for every manufacturer who builds, expands. And we have expansion at the highest level that we've ever had it. We have hundreds of factories, including car plants and AI. It's coming into our country at levels that we've never seen. And to conclude, not only will we have the strongest economy on earth, we're also going to have the strongest borders on earth. And last month, did you see the number? 0 people crossed our border. 0 illegal people. And that's after Joe Biden let 21 million people, many of them people from gangs and prisons and drug lords and people that were mentally unbalanced. They let them into our country. We're getting them out at record numbers, and we have an obligation to, and we're doing it. So as we approach the 250th anniversary of America's founding exactly 1 year from now, we are creating an economy that delivers wealth for the middle class, a border that is sovereign and secure, and a military that is unmatched, unequaled anywhere in the world. And you saw that. And what a beautiful sight that was, especially after watching what they did just a short while ago. The golden age of America is upon us. We are in the golden age. It's going to be a period of time, the likes of which I don't think this country has ever experienced before. We're going to make America great again, and it's happening very fast. We love you. We thank you for being here. Enjoy the fireworks tonight. And First Lady, I want to thank you. You have been unbelievable. You think it's easy being First Lady? It's not. Thank you all very much. Happy 4th of July. God bless you all. Thank you very much, everybody. We can decide the film.
Let me go back now.
About to finally sign the bill. We waited forever just to see the bill signed. Guys, this is either going to be, like I said, this is historical, and whichever way you want to view it, it can go. We don't know. We can't predict the future. I can't predict the future in the stock market. But, for a lot of people, this is bad and terrible. For some people, this is a great moment. But for sure though, this is a moment everybody gonna have to remember. And he did it on 4th of July, as we expected. On 4th of July. What kind of music? I hope I don't get copyright strike for this music, guys. I really hope. If we do, check it out. Alright, but yeah, man. He about to sign it. And he is about to sign it. It's a lot. He has officially signed it. He signed it. It's official. It's signed. It's done.
Mr. President, this is the gavel we use to enact the big, beautiful bill, and I want you to have that.
Are we ready? Gavel is ready. Are you ready? Good.
And they signed it. All right, they signed it. We finally got it.
Why are you happy?
Secret Voice. This is a nonpartisan media outlet. As I said before, some people are really happy. Some people are really angry. Secret Voice, you sound pretty upset. That's good. That's good. We're making progress. That's good. It's okay. You're just expressing your feelings. Live crowd in the background. It's okay. So, they signed the bill officially. Lord, my computer, don't do it to me. So it's officially signed. I'm gonna put them timestamps in there for you guys, so you don't have to wait that long, like I did. Now we know for sure how we need to navigate, because then we go back and look at the bill when we need to figure out how to navigate higher education, what they took away, what they're adding. That's gonna let us know like what we need to do and how we need to move forward. Now we can talk, because we didn't know if something was gonna happen. We didn't know, like things happen, like attempted incidents and stuff. So we had to wait for him to actually sign that. And so, yeah. And I will have them timestamps in there. And I can probably move this last part because I didn't think it was gonna take that long. I thought they was gonna sign it. It was gonna take like 20 minutes most, but it took an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and see you guys. What today is? Friday. See you guys Monday. We going at 10:45. We're going 10:30 to 10:45 time now. The live streams going forward. If you made it this far, if you didn't, cool. Because I do, like I said, I do stock market stuff, and so I got to see what the markets are looking like at the top of the day, and then do some things with that if I need to or not. So we come on at 10:30 to 10:45 now. It's gonna be our new time going forward. Might switch again, so early, but it was good to see this happen. I don't take history for granted, bad or good, because who knows, in 20 years this could happen again, right? And you just need to know what to do when we are in this situation at this time. So we got on record. Hopefully ain't no copyright strike. All the instruments and the music playing was a lot of traditional music that you probably could copyright and block. So we'll find out once the video done. Once again, I will put them timestamps in there. I will make it my duty, and hopefully they're accurate, because sometimes I miss things. And so Have a safe 4th of July. And do not stand too close when the fireworks go off. Peace. Peace.